Hey yo, my headphones is inside. I left them shits like a dummy. But we about to talk raw. Oh yeah, we need to talk raw. Oh, I mean, out the gate, I wasn't upset. Pardon, it was a lot of rain today. Happy 4th if you into that. Man, standard television, you know, we gotta look at the target audience. That's really what I'm seeing for the most part. Pardon me. I wanna try to keep still for this. So, people that watch have a standard because they've been watching since they were younger, and I get it. And I swear to God, I get it. And I know that the people with the high standards get the target demographic and audience out there and all the rest of that. So far as the stories that take place and comparison to different iterations of what was going on underneath the WWE umbrella, man, I swear to God, it's crazy because we all know what we want when it comes to this, but then we're looking to them to be able to know us enough to give it to us regularly. So what I see is um, selective nature when it comes to these guys doing what they do, and then the rest of the global audience responding from the completely oblivious to what's really happening, such as the guys out in Saudi Arabia to, don't really care, all the way to like the super go hard diehards like those guys in London, all the way to the vocal minority of opinions that you find on, in the internet wrestling community. Like, there are a lot of different uh, things that have to happen underneath the PG guys, and I'm not really one to care to complain about it because I know when to look for what I think should be the best thing I'm seeing, without all of the, um, you know, I don't want to say personal attachment, but I would definitely say, the same care for the character development. Like there are a lot of superstars that we didn't see, but then we got to see a bunch of superstars 2 and 3 times. This goes into the merch thing, and we all understand the idea of doing the merch the right way and all the rest of that, but there need to be better opportunities given out. But the only way we're gonna get better opportunities is really refining the idea. So that means we're gonna have to get a little bit more of the compelling storyline as opposed to you know a focus on how the show should drag along in moments. So like last night on Hulu, the show felt like in moments it was definitely dragging out. Like things could be. I don't know if we could say spaced out, or but let's get into this show. That was enough of what some of the greats called a cold open. So there's that. Um, Cody Rhodes brought with Brock. This is after Seth came out to address the audience. Um, Cody came out to see him. That was, a little something. It was a really nice, lot of dynamics in the ring. Brock comes out to see Cody. That was solid, and it turns into what it turns into, after the Judgment Day situation. So, okay, fine. It's a hot start, and I wasn't mad at it. Judgment Day, Seth Rollins watches back. All right, cool, but that's because Damian Priest got money in the bank. A lot of Latino heat going on with the Judgment Day. Finn is in a whole nother bag right now. This little dissension I did, the teasing, man. There are a lot of different directions to go with this. Damian Priest breaking out into his own singles competitor and superstar. He would need to be thrust into a program immediately as new champion. We know that's going to happen if that takes place. But I've been saying, Priest was one of the guys for a while. So I'm glad that he's finally starting to get some of his, moments in the limelight. The rest of Judgment Day is what it is. I haven't really got to catch up with main event and the rest of it, but those are for other reasons and situations. But what I'm looking at is JD McDonough getting down and making it a 5-man team. Now I'm not too sure if this is gonna, take place, but I'm definitely seeing where eventually, he can be solid addition to the team. Priest beat Shinsuke. I think Shinsuke, when he was doing his body language bit with Rhea outside the ring, it spoke to something that's a bit larger with him breaking through like the language barrier to people. People like Shinsuke. It's a whole lot of singing. I feel like the old man was trying to get the crowd to be quiet. And that part is like, what are you doing? Like, cheer at the times I want you to cheer, and that's not the wave. You gotta cut that. You gotta cut that out immediately. Like trying to just wear the crowd out. They singing everybody's song and oh humming along and woeing along and having a moments with more woes. Like the novelty in it is going quickly, and that's how I was feeling for a lot of the opening elements of Monday Night Raw. So that's how that played out. What else do we have? So yeah, Shinsuke breaking the language barrier, in my opinion, with people. I think that's something that can be linked to a little bit more. And he doesn't even necessarily have to speak too much English, but I think he should still continue practicing it because he's a lot more like audibly legible, if that makes sense. So there goes that. Shayna Baszler got the better of Ronda Rousey. Their little argument, and because Ronda Rousey has dedicated some time to this and been around, and I'm not gonna get into all of the extra politics of it. I just know that Ronda Rousey. I've been banging with Ronda Rousey since I first seen her in the Octagon. So to see her here, I've always been somewhat of my own fan of her. Respectfully. So and shouts to Travis. So with that, um, we look to Ronda Rousey and the Shayna Baszler angle, and I say I'm gonna give it the time that it should have. Like I'll pay attention to it, and literally allow those two to try and express whatever vibe they got going. And I think they're doing a solid job so far. Like we got Ronda, we got Shayna, and they have their story. The way that they can spin this story is a couple different directions, and I'm liking it already. I think it could be a little bit more acting. People can definitely get behind Ronda as a babyface here, so not saying she's gonna catch like super giant pops from all of the people, but I can definitely say that um, there's gonna be interest in this angle. Just looking at how that crowd was last night. So next, apparently there was a number one contender women's tag team gauntlet match, and I did not see any of it. Look through some names. Candice LeRae and Indy. So Indy's back from injury. That's good. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville are the new number one contenders. They beat Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. So they they really played the whole gauntlet. Wow. So they didn't give us that on Hulu, and that's agitating, but it is what it is. Trish Stratus, Zoe Stark, rebuffed Becky Lynch. Oh man. The promo was okay. I wasn't against it. Alpha Academy and Maxine Dupree defeated the Viking Raiders in Valhalla. Okay, I guess, but what in the world is going on with that? Alpha Academy got Maxine. This is I'm seeing another angle. I'm seeing small things. I'm not even gonna call it out because we're not gonna do that for them. Well, we're not gonna do that to the people I'm seeing a correlation with. Not yet. Rhea Ripley defeated Natalia. Natty came out with the guns drawn, and Rhea kept up with her. We got to see a lot of great out of both of them. We got to see old school NXT Rhea, and then Raquel Gonzalez came out, and I'm feeling like she's gonna, you know, she's not gonna beat her. But if the women are about to start unlocking and getting it in like that, happy fourth. If they about to start getting it in, then I'm trying to see it. I want to see what they got because Rhea Ripley is definitely mommy for a reason. So I'm interested to see what they about to do with that. Seth Rollins beat Dom by DQ. Seth is great. Shut up. We all love him. The crowd chant is hilarious. I got nitpicks on it because, in my opinion, I don't think that they should have. I don't think they should turn the music off. I think they should keep it running. If anything, turn it down. Let the people keep up. That's what makes most sense in my opinion. But pardon me, it is what it is. So Finn Balor robbed inadvertently ruined Damian Priest cash in attempt. Priest listening to Dom is good. It shows camaraderie with the team. Dom could have, I mean not Dom, Dame could have really, made it work, and it could have been a smooth cash in. But Finn out there being dramatic, but Why wouldn't he let him cash in and then just fight him after the fact for it? Make him put the title on the line. We supposed to be brothers, man. Fuck it. You want to fight? You want to be mad? Like, this technically goes back to Finn. I think being jealous, being bitter, and he already lost that match. But at the same time, like, ugh, I'm liking it. I think that these guys can definitely keep this going in a direction. And Finn, man, everybody is seeing exactly what we all knew Finn was about. And now all of them characters that Finn has created throughout the years, and some went up and some went down and some went this way or whatever, like now these shits can definitely mean something. They feel better to look at, especially with Finn and his new attitude that we always knew he had. So with that was Raw. Tonight something's going on NXT. Oh, loser leaves NXT in that match between the Dyad and the Creed brothers. So we're gonna have a new tag team coming to the division pretty soon. Don't know what to say about it. We just gonna have to wait to see what happens when we get there. That's tonight on NXT. I'll probably catch that tomorrow afternoonish, and I'll see y'all probably the day after that, if not that night. Probably non-visual, depends on how I'm feeling in the moment. But other than that, thanks for listening. Be sure you subscribe, and I'll holler at you soon.